So I chose my topic or my presentation on interpersonal relationship. An interpersonal relationship is a relationship between two or more people. This relationship can either be friendly or unfriendly. A good or bad relationship all depends on the person. For example, communication is really what I'm going to talk about today between each other and how they differ, how different relationships differ when it comes to communication. Now, Uh, the different types of relationships are friend, family, romantic, and acquaintances. I'm gonna start off with the acquaintance and work my way up, for that tends to be the first stage of a interpersonal relationship. So an acquaintance relationship, what it really is small talk. You might meet them for the first time, you might see them, and you tend to be more professional. And what I mean by that is you might not be distant, or you be more distant and less emotional. You're not going to tell them, your deepest, darkest secret or anything like that because you guys just met. Now, a friend relationship, that tends to be more based on communication. Um, you might be with a friend in a lunchroom, just hanging out, and that tends to be more how you see their personality. When it comes to an acquaintance relationship, you might not see the personality. They might be, who is this guy? Why are you talking to me? Get away from me, right? But in the friend stage, in the friend relationship, that tends to be, hey, what's up? How you doing? You tend to be joke around, be at the friend's house, play Fortnite, whatever you want to do, right? Now, a family relationship, that's more of like a brotherly love, if you heard that expression. And what that means by that is they tend to be more emotional. They tend to be more protective. I know if something happens to my brother, you best believe it's hands on, just so you know. And mother or a brother, or I'm sorry, mother and a son relationship, they tend to be maybe more emotional as well. Communication is key when it comes to being in a family relationship. And then we work our way to the final stage is the romantic relationship. Now that tends to be boyfriend girlfriend, boyfriend, husband wife, and really what that relationship consists of is, or how they communicate is, they tend to be more, I guess you could say, intimate, way more emotional, and you get to do things or talk to them about something that you haven't told maybe family, friends, sure as heck not an acquaintance, right? And you'll be more closer to each other. You tend to be have more eye contact. You be more closer to each other when it comes to maybe hugging, or kissing, or whatever you want to do. And that really was these relationship consist of how they communicate. It's a bit very brief, but we'll go on to the next slide, and that's communication in the workplace. And the reason why I chose the workplace is that I believe that place it tends to be way more different as if you're in a house or if you're at the park with your friend, or maybe you're in a barbecue with your family, or you're with your wife and husband, you're just chilling watching the Winter Soldier, right? And really, what this is I believe is based on professionalism. Like you cannot have a uh, relationship in the workplace if you don't have uh, good communication, work ethic, and if you're not a good sport, if you're not respectful to the person, or if you're not, being able to help that person to get the job done. For that's what the workplace consists of, getting the job done. And that's one of the pros of, or that are the pros of the workplace. And the cons is less communication. If you have less communication in the workplace, a lot of things are not going to get done. And I'm gonna take this time to give you an example of my experience with when it comes to less communication in the workplace. So I have this manager at Taco Bell, and she tends to not communicate. And as a manager, you should communicate, especially if you're in the workplace. And our interpersonal relationship starts as an acquaintance. We start off with acquaintance because she is my manager, and I can't be a friend or family or romantic when it comes to my manager, right? So it should be professional. It should be small talk and just get the job done. So She tends to, not communicate, not give any direct orders for the workplace, and many of us have to find our own way to get the job done. And she tends to be irresponsible. And these cons really, they give an example of what not to do in the workplace. And what to do is to stay on communication, be more communicative in the sense of getting the work done. And that's really what that interpersonal relationship is based on, communication. As I'm taking, as we take this course, as we learn more, um, communication is key in any relationship. As I mentioned, romantic, friendly, uh, family, or an acquaintance. So, in conclusion, interpersonal relationships are normal. They happen all the time, and they're everywhere. You might have a relationship right now if you're in any of these stages. Romantic, family, friend, acquaintance, and they happen all the time. They are based on communication. They're based on personality. They're based on traits, and they're based on who you are as a person, as I mentioned in the first slide. Right? Here are my references, and thank you for your time, and have a good day.